Every morning is an opportunity to connect with Jesus. Whether you're looking to get started or looking to grow more, DDPC is for you. Join us as we connect with Jesus together.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this morning episode of Daily Devotions with Pastor Chris. Good to see you this morning. Hope that you are having an amazing morning and a start to your day, and that today is just going to be a great day in the love of the Lord and the empowerment of the Holy Spirit, the joy that is made for you. Hope that you are just swimming in all of that today, because you have the opportunity to have all of that. So I want to dive right into this morning's devotion. If you're new with us to DDPC, just a quick little synopsis. We meet here once a week once a day, every morning, Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m., just for a little tidbit of the word and to encourage your heart and your spirit and help your day, and also to develop community online. And so hopefully this is a blessing to you, and that it's a tool that you can use to kind of help launch your own personal study. Let me also say that DDPC, while valuable, never should be a substitute for your personal devotional time. It's a supplement to what you should already be doing in your personal and private time with the Lord. So that being said, let's launch. Okay. So today is episode 1023, and I want to talk to you today on the subject of spilled milk. So one of my, I have a number of challenges just as a human being, as a person, as a father, as a husband, as a pastor, as a friend. Like I have a lot of challenges, a lot of things that I tried to overcome. But the one thing that really crushes me is when I disappoint somebody that I love. Like when somebody is counting on me to do something and I don't deliver, or I under deliver. Man, it's just, and even if they're like, you know what, Chris, it's okay. Like, it's not a big deal. It's a big deal to me because I want to be a blessing, not a burden. Right. And so if I'm tasked with doing something, I just want to do it well, not for pride's sake or so that I get an attaboy. I want to do it well so that I honor the Lord with what he's put in my hands, and that it's helpful to the person whom I love that I'm trying to supposedly help. And sometimes I don't measure up, or sometimes I drop the ball, or sometimes I blow it altogether. And the thing is it's never on purpose. I don't ever willfully say, just forget that. I really try to cross every T and dot every I, and work hard at that. But sometimes it happens. Sometimes I blow it. For instance, let's say that we're having an exceptionally busy weekend, which is very common. This weekend we were go every hour, every minute on the minute, right? And so let's say that Jeanette's preparing for a gathering and she's just under the time crunch, and there's just not enough minutes, and on her list she's got to get gas in the car, go to the grocery store because there's 8 items that she needs, and she needs a greeting card for the person who's coming over, it's their birthday, anniversary, or whatever. And I look at that, I'm like, okay, I might not be able to cook what you're cooking, but I can go to the store and I can go pick up a greeting card and I can get gas in the car. And I'm more than happy to do that. Like, it's a joy to me, because now I know that I'm taking weight off of her, and it's creating margin for her to be able to accomplish what she needs to get done. So if I go out and I do those things, and then I get home and I got a full tank of gas in the car, and I've got a card that's like the card of cards, and I come back with the groceries, and she's at a point that she needs those groceries, and I come walking in, I'm feeling like the hero, man, because I've like I'm her personal concierge, right? And so I walk in, and she starts rummaging through the items that I picked up, and she'd be like, "Hey, did you forget the garlic?" And I'd be like, "Whoa, garlic! I knew there was something I was forgetting. I got to get the garlic." And in my haste, I may forget the garlic, and that crushes me because I failed at my task. And for all of my efforts and for all of my heart behind it, I haven't helped because she needs the garlic right now. And so the card, the gas, all the other supplies are still backlogged and bottlenecked because that garlic was the essential ingredient. And I know that everybody said, "But you didn't mean to do that." And she will say, it was an accident. It's okay. You didn't mean to. It sounds silly for me to take it on as such a crushing blow, but that's how I'm wired. If I disappoint somebody when I'm trying to help them, it crushes me. And then it makes it look like it's all about me. And that's yet another, layer that I have to work through. So the key that I want to kind of talk about is those are spilled milk scenarios, right? And how to not allow those spilled milk moments to spoil the rest of your day. Because there's much that you can learn from your mistakes and from your mishaps and your misses. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16 states this: "Is the righteous fall 7 times and rise again, but the wicked are the ones who stumble in times of calamity." And what he's saying is, hey, listen, even if you trip up, even if you blow it, you made a mistake, get up. That's what righteous people do. They get up and they just keep on going, and they figure out and they pivot and and we'll figure it out. We'll get across the finish line. But the wicked are like, and they give up, and they stumble in the times of calamity. So I got a question for you. Have you ever heard the term, and I know you have, it's kind of a rhetorical question, but the term "don't cry over spilled milk"? See, when my kids were young and they were growing up, and we don't even drink milk now because the dairy allergies in our family, but back then we did. And man, when they would spill milk in the car, like their sippy cup would come loose or something, or even if a sippy cup was left with milk in it, under the seat for a couple of days or 3 or 4 days, or you spill milk in the carpet, you got your cereal bowl at night and they're eating, and all of a sudden, boom, it falls off into the carpet. That was the one thing. I'm a pretty patient person. I deal with a lot of nonsense all the time, just in the church world. And so I've got pretty thick skin, and I can handle a lot, but that was the one thing that would just send me to the moon, like instantaneously. And I think the reason was because milk is hard to get out of carpet, right? And that if you got to stop everything. We live very, very busy lives. And now you got to stop everything to go and to give the attention that's necessary to get all of that milk out, because if you don't, it's going to spoil and it's going to smell, and it's going to be a constant reminder of the aggravation that happened when the milk spilled. And it's nasty. Spoiled milk is nasty. It's stinky, and it can curdle your stomach, right? If you have spoiled milk in the carton and you drink it, or when it comes out and there's curds floating in the bowl, like it's just gross, right? But spoiled milk, and here's the thing, spoiled milk is not always a bad thing. There's a Facebook blogger who had a wonderful perspective on this. He said, if milk goes bad, it can become yogurt. and yogurt is more valuable than milk. And it gets even worse. It can then turn to cheese, but cheese is more valuable than both yogurt and milk. It's not just spoiled milk, though, that can morph into things of greater value. Grape juice, sours, ferments, and transforms into wine, which was much more valuable than grape juice, right? The great Christopher Columbus discovered America on a navigational error, right? Alexander Fleming made a mistake when he went to invent, made a mistake and accidentally invented penicillin when some of this bacteria fell into a petri dish of other samples and killed all of those bacteria, right? And as a result, there's been literally millions and millions of people who have had internal infections who have been saved because of a man's mistake, right? It was a spill that caused that invention to come to pass. So what I want you to walk away with today is this. If you make a mistake, if you forget, if you blow it, right, that doesn't make you inherently bad or a loser or something like that, because we speak that stuff. That's what I say. If I come home and I forgot the garlic and she needs to go, like, I'm such a loser. Oh, I'm the worst husband in the world, right? And mistakes are experiences. They're not wonderful experiences, but they're experiences that can make you more valuable as a person if you will learn to pivot in that mistake and learn from it. The righteous fall 7 times, but they get up. So don't let your mistakes keep you down. Don't stay stuck in your mishap. It is not just the practice that makes perfect. It's also that mistakes that you learn from that make you perfect. You know, everybody who has kids who played sports, like when your kid got out there and started swinging the bat or shooting hoops or throwing passes or running track or whatever, like when they started, they made a lot of mistakes. They had some fundamentals that they had to get down. And they put up lots and lots and lots of misses, right? But the more you learn why you're missing or why you're making a mistake, then the more you learn from that, then the better you get at shooting the hoop or hitting the ball, right? The great inventor Thomas Edison once said, when asked about his many failed attempts on discovering his innovations, he said, it's not that I failed 10,000 times. He said, I successfully found 10,000 ways that it won't work. And it's just process elimination, right? He's like, if they say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Well, if you do something and you blow it, you're like, okay, not going to do that again because that is going to blow it, right? And that's what Thomas Edison's saying. And so my encouragement to you today is don't allow people to speak your failures over you as if that defines you. And don't speak your mishaps and your mistakes of yourself as if that's a limiter in your life. Those are learning moments. They're platforms for you. Yes, they're not fun, but man, I will tell you, sometimes the milk spilling stops you in your tracks long enough to make you think, okay, how can I prevent this from happening again? I promise you, the guy who invented a sippy cup for kids probably was trying to figure out a better mousetrap so that he could take his kids in the car with milk in their hands, right? So let me leave you with a couple scriptures this morning. Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. Brothers, I do not consider that I have made it my own, but one thing I do, I forget what lies behind and I strain for what lies ahead. I press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ. If you stay stuck on the past, you'll never receive the prize. You'll never get the upward call, right? 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. So that's what I got for you this morning. I hope that in some way challenges you, encourages you, and helps you as you go throughout your week. And man, if you make a mistake, it's okay. Don't let it beat you up. Just learn from it, grow from it, because there's value in getting up and doing it all over again. Amen. All right. Well, let's say hello to some of our crew here this morning. We got on Instagram, we've got Kate and with Samantha and Maurice and Jackie and Paula and Elizabeth and Grace and the McAfees. Good to see you guys. Izzy, nice to have you on today. Good to see Mark G today. God bless you. Brian Budd on this morning. Benjamin Smith. Good to see you today. Diane Riley with us today. God bless you. Scott Blakeman, good to see you. Mike Taylor, God bless you, my friend. Janetta Dobler and Andrew Lavish, God bless you, dear friend. Good to see all of you guys. Athena Detlefs, nice to see you today. That's right, Dobie. We got to learn how to pivot. Let's see. Thank you for Athena. Thank you for the compliment for yesterday's service. Jeanette Lynn Willis, good morning. Good to see you, hon. God bless you. So Janetta says, don't cry over spilled milk, but coffee is another story. Well, especially if you spent $7 on it from Starbucks, you know. Esther Grantham, God bless you, Esther. Great seeing you today. Good to see Go With Friends this morning. God bless you. Welcome all of you. Press on toward the goal. Strain after the. That's right. Okay. And over on the other streams, we have Len Pace and Carrie Ann McAndrew, Lauren Green, Rich and Carly Papsco, Deb Click and Narda Allen, Denise LeBlanc. Good to see Rocco Baldino. Nice to have Nick DeLugo and Scott Dobler and Kim Zabrowski. Kim, I believe you just had an anniversary. I think I saw that on Facebook. Congratulations. Jacqueline Campoli, God bless you. Cindy Willis Bryce Wood, that's my Aunt Cindy. Good to have you on today. John the Man Cookson, good to see you, buddy. Marty Main on with us today. Good to see Deb Click this morning and Yvonne and Denise. It was so great to see you, Yvonne, in service yesterday. Man, it was awesome seeing you. God bless you, buddy. Been praying for you. Jenny Lapone on this morning. God bless you, Jenny. Good to see Laura DeFelice on today. Good to have Kim Sikelski on with us. God bless you. Melissa is on today, and Michelle is on today. God bless you guys. Sherry Blakeman on today. Good to see Patty Calabrese. God bless you, Patty. Good to have all of you. Welcome to DDPC. Michael Ray Willis, my father. Good to have you on today as well. Coming from Gore, Oklahoma. He successfully, completely, totally moved in. He was sharing with me last night. Even the pictures are on the walls. The boxes are empty. They are in their new home there in Gore. So good for you guys. Renee is on today. God bless you. Good to see all of you today. Deidre Mitchell with us this morning. I think I'm nearing the end here. Oh, Ashley Fox is on today. God bless you, Ashley. Good to have you and the kiddos on, I'm sure, watching. Nice to see Lisa Felicissimo Ross. Felicissimo Ross. Good to have you on, Lisa. Good to see you. Let's see. Oh, and that's it. So God bless you all. Mel Pinto. Come on, Mel. God bless you. I don't know if you just jumped on or if you were on for the whole thing, but this is the end. You can watch replay if it is. Mel's dear friend, she and her husband, James, pastor in Brooklyn, and we love them so much. So thank you for jumping on today. Guys, have a blessed day. God bless you, and we will see you